Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back with another Pokemon TCG Pocket video, and I just want to talk about the ongoing Venasaur drop event that's going on right now. The main thing I want to talk about in this video is just a card deck type that you can use to kind of just auto if there's other stuff you want to do, or you're just, too lazy and you don't want to per se do the fighting for it. So it's more of like just like an auto type of deck. So the deck I'm using is it's called the Blair deck. The Blair Super Deck is how I believe it to be. Or sorry, a Blaine Super Deck. I don't know why I said Blair, but like it basically consists of these cards that I'm showing on screen, and it uses like Rapidash, Magmar, or Ninetales as your core units. So using this, and then when you auto it, the whole goal of this deck is so easy to execute. The AI when you auto this cannot possibly lose. So hands up. I'm not doing anything. You can see my cursor as well. We'll just like kind of talk through like some of the stuff that the computer is doing, what we're trying to do as well. So we were going second. So personally, I would have probably liked Magmar in first, but all good. So Pokeball always, and then you're running up with the Professor's Research, and we're pretty solid. We got the Ponytail, we got the Magmar, and we got the Evolve for Ninetales too. So this is an interesting strategy. But like I said, right, this is the computer doing all the logic and all the battling. So we're not going to do anything, and this will get you the I told my friend this is 100% will work, except for when it doesn't work. And what I mean by that is in these from the last event, if you may have participated in that one, they have certain conditions that you can also fulfill while doing the match to kind of get more rewards out of it. The main reward obviously would be just to beat the Venusaur deck, but while you're doing other stuff, you may want to just add those complexities later. But this is more for like if you're lazy like me and you kind of are busy and you don't want your hands to be tied up by this, so you'll just like let it go run auto. And look at Rapidash. 60 damage per hit, and he's going hard. Meanwhile, Venusaur, the main issue with that type of deck is it takes a long time to kind of build up the energy for it. So that's the main thing. Okay, so Ninetales coming out, 110 damage, wipe out. And when I first saw Ninetales, I thought it was not a great card just because you have to discard energy, and I kind of always hate that. But because it's a 2 energy cost and you're only discarding 1 energy, is actually very effective against grass type. The only things you may have issue with is when you have to go against normal type Pokemon. So like Kangaskhan in this case, he'll kind of gap you, but that's why you have Blair and that's why you have Giovanni. It kind of helps you do a lot of damage to these normal type of Pokemon. So see right here, so he's gonna use Blair, 120 damage. Like, come on, what kind of AI bot could mess up this logic? And just with that, we're done. Hands free. If you're just trying to get through these, burn your stamina. This is like definitely a way to do it. We took 3 points and they did not take 1, and this is basically what you'd get pretty much if you had a similar start to that. So now these are the conditions I was mentioning, right? I will say if you do end up running this deck for the other ones, I believe that they didn't have a condition that you had, like a very special condition, I would like to say. So this one right here, make your opponent's Pokemon asleep 1 time. So that one I kind of did have to manual, and I had to use this card variant. It was like a Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff kind of thing, and it's mainly because she has a guaranteed sleep, and once you get that, you can proceed to pretty much win the duel. And I believe with this deck, Wigglytuff did just end up just taking the win out of that anyways. So that's the only caveat, if in case you gotta do that. This one didn't have that sleep effect, so realistically on this intermediate one it should be very easy to get that. But there's just one thing I wanted to mention before, you know, people say like, hey, I couldn't get the condition, you know, with that certain deck. But it's just an auto deck for, like, you know, hands-free play kind of thing. And you know, you get the promo cards, so make sure you get them. Ideally more, like, you know, more than one copy of each of these promo cards that are popping up. But we'll open these two and then we'll see what we get. Jigglypuff, awesome. So this is what I'm talking about here. You know, if you have that promo Jigglypuff, makes things even easier, so then you don't even have to have a Wigglytuff EX. So that would be very useful. So I got lucky there, but you know, I obviously did not have that card when I ran through that specific battle conditions. So you guys come back to it later. Where we got our 2 Jigglypuffs. Okay. All right. So well, that's that. You know, just make sure, you know, like your friends' showcases. You know, bring it back, claim theirs, and you know, spread the love around a little bit. So with that, you know, thank you for watching this video, and like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this event, and yeah, I'll see you next time with another video. All right,